All right. I like it. That kid didn't clap at all. That's perfect. That kid's like, I'm not doing what everyone else is doing. I was taught that at a young age. One more time for all the comics you've seen tonight. Steven, Landry, Bill kicking us off. It's just been a lot of men with low T. That's what it's been. One after the other, where you're like, he could use a little, you know? Bill had the most, and then it just went down like just a little lower and lower. Oh, it's so good to be here. It's my first time here at the Grove, first time here in Lowell, Arkansas, and very nice. I've only been to Little Rock. That's my only experience with Arkansas, and I drove there. Oh, is there a rivalry? Is there? Is that a Target town? Is that what it is? They do Target, we do Walmart. I feel like you guys got that joke on your own time, and that was interesting. I was like, oh, is that a Target town? And you're like, oh. He did some research. Hell yeah. The way, I think I always knew that, because I landed in the Fayetteville/Bentonville/ that's way too long of a name for that small of an airport. Just call it the airport, you know? Is anyone getting picked up by an Uber going, take me to the airport? Which one? Are you trying to go to the Fayetteville/Bentonville/ how do you do, Northwest Arkansas airport? Or are you crop dusting? Which one are you doing? There's two airports here, and they're not at the same location. But I found out because I found out how busy it is here, because my hotel, they didn't have rooms for me and Steven, because they're like, we're sold out. And I'm like, it's Wednesday. So like, I didn't believe them. And then the guy behind the desk was like, yeah, man, we're sold out. And I was like, what's going on? And he just looks at me and goes, Walmart. I didn't know if that was code for something. I was like, is that the name of a music festival I don't know about? That's happening on a Wednesday for some reason? They're like, it's Walmart. I was like, all right, dude. And he wouldn't explain what he meant by that, but I pieced it together. But he did tell me he was the middle child, and he was often overlooked in his life by his athletic brother and adorable baby sister. But now things are looking up him because he's taking care of mom. And he told me all that while not giving me my room key immediately. You ever have that where someone holds your room hostage and you're like, first you must listen to my tales of yore. And you're like, I have to use a private restroom. Please give me that key quicker than now. But I like that. I like it. I don't know what the sense of humor is in this town, but we drove through and it was pretty fun. There's this place called, there's a body shop I drove by. It was called Bob Maloney's Collision Center. And it looked like someone ran into the sign. And I couldn't tell if they were just hilarious or if that was just an ironic accident that happened. That's a bad DUI, right? You're just like, so do I just leave the car here? How does... save on that toe, you know? That was the one local joke I've had, I'm sorry. I've only been in town for a couple hours, and I'm like, that's pretty funny. There's an auto body shop with a sign that looks like it's been plowed into. It was nice. Flew in today. I don't know. I'm a Delta Diamond. I just made it up to Diamond this year, which I know it's a weird thing to. Are you a frequent flyer? Yeah. What's your airline of choice? American. So what's their? That's your company's choice. What company? You'd rather not say. It's not Walmart. Drugs? Like, I don't... So I was told before I came up that the three big companies here are Tyson Chicken, Walmart, and then J.B. Hunt, the trucking company. Good, we got some, do we have truckers in here? All right, well that died down. No, they're out there trucking. All right, that's what they're doing. They're out there not letting me merge onto the interstate. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. Hey, you should be driving faster. It's a rental. It doesn't, we're at the top speed. Please let me in, I will die. But we won't dig in, but you're an American. What's their name of what's the ambassador elite? Something like that. That's weird that I know that, but that's how much I fly. And I made it to Diamond, which is the top one, and then they send you these badges that you hang on your bag to let other people know that they see their family more than you do. Because it's not a good badge to have. It just means my family doesn't know me. That's what this means. I'm always at an airport. I know employees of airports more than I know people that live in my home. Oh, that just made everyone so sad, because this feels like the heart of family down here. Like is that your son right there? How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? 12, and you're here with us? That's awesome. No laws. I love it. Get him in here. I bet you they're really pushing that 2-drink minimum on you, too. They're like, dude, hey, you wanted to come in. Is it the king of beers, or is it the king of beers? What are you gonna have? Yeah, came in today, and I don't know, I'm trying to get better. I started microdosing shrooms. That's what I started doing. That guy, see, I was on it with the I was close. That was the same guy. He's like, yeah, and I was like, all right, man. We're knocking him out. It's not Walmart, and I don't think it's the chicken company. But we haven't ruled out trucking, you know? We're gonna narrow it down. We got a while. But I started microdosing shrooms like Steve, and I have anxiety. We all have anxiety. I don't know. Maybe you guys don't have it here. Do you ever like make eye contact with a stranger and then you have panic in your heart? No? All right, I do. All right? This is how my anxiety works. This is where I'm the most comfortable. This is where I'm the most... This is supposed to be one of the top 5 fears next to being lit on fire. And I'm like, put me on that stage. This is where I'm comfortable, as long as I'm in charge. I'm in charge of the conversation. But if you ask me something, I'm like, I'd rather not say. Me and this guy got a lot in common, dude. I get it. Microdose a couple shrooms, you'll start answering some questions, buddy. If you don't know about microdosing shrooms, it's pretty much antidepressants for people without health insurance. So that's what it is. I don't have a primary care doctor, but I do have the internet, and I ordered a chocolate bar off the internet, and I followed the back. They're like, eat 1 square a day, and wait for the walls to stop breathing, and then you can go outside. And it's good. I like it because it's just enough, you know? It's not too much where I'm like, put on some Grateful Dead. Like, it's not that level. But it's at a good level where, like, the world happens and I'm like, I'm okay with this, you know? That's pretty much what it is. Like, before shrooms, I would have a conversation with a stranger, like that guy at the hotel. He's like, I'm the middle child. And I'd be like, oh, no. I gotta get the hell out of this conversation. But now with the shrooms, it's like, oh, I'm the middle child. And I'm like, you don't say. Tell me more, Marcia, you know? Or Jan, whoever it was. It was before my time. It was probably Jan. But I like it. It's good. It makes me see the other side of people, because sometimes you're out there and you meet a lunatic, you know, maybe at the store, just damn it, just walking around, and you're like, what's up that guy's butt, you know? And you might want to meet that with aggression, but that's not how, because that just leads to more aggression. But I just see the beauty in that man. Damn it, and I'm like, he's really going through it today. This isn't about the store, is it? It's not about taxes. This is about his dad. Dad doesn't want to talk right now, so he's taking it out on us. I see the beauty of his aura coming out of him, and I'm like, I get it, man. I'm here. Part of me wants to go hug him, but that would be a full dose. If I had a full dose would make me hug him, and then I'd potentially get stabbed. But a microdose is just enough for me to go, let's leave that there. Let's leave that in nature where it belongs. That's right. I didn't even know I had anxiety. My wife pointed it out to me. I think that's the best thing you can have in a partner, is they're a mirror to who you are. You know, they just hold up a mirror and you're like, oh, damn it. All right. I didn't know. Because I didn't know I had anxiety. I thought I was like, I knew I was uncomfortable socially, but I just thought everybody was, and I thought I was hiding it well. And my wife was the first person I met that looked at me and was like, are you all right? And I'm like, what? I'm fine. And she's like, are you sure? I'm like, what do you see? And she's just like, I don't know, you just look like you'd rather be anywhere but right here, right now. And I'm like, oh my God. Can everyone see it? And she's like, yes! And I was like, oh! I felt like Sally Fields in Mrs. Doubtfire, where remember that scene where he finds out it's Robin Williams? He's like, this whole time, you know? Like, you just have that moment. That's what I found out. Started plowing the shrooms. But I like it. It makes me social. Went to a concert a couple weeks ago. Handled it well. Big group of people. I think it helped that we went to go see the Stray Cats, and a great band. They're older. They're in their 60s, killer band, and I think I have a new rule. I'm only seeing bands in their 60s and up. All right? That's the only... If you're not in your 60s, I ain't coming. All right? Keep it together. I'll show up eventually. You know? Because it was the best concert I've ever went to. They started on time. Dude... These dudes in their 60s, they're responsible, all right? 8:05, they're on the stage, and I'm like, hell yeah, you guys. It was perfect. Their audience is great because they're also not super young. So they're drinking, but just enough. They're not over there starting fights. They're not breaking up with their girlfriends to punch a stranger in the gut. Everyone's just kind of meandering around, looking for some place to sit down, all right? It's the perfect concert. They're all in their 60s. They're only going to be playing the hits, you know? All their interpersonal. They've been to rehab multiple times. They got that figured out. It's perfect. I'm only seeing older bands now. Yeah. I actually learned a lot from watching with the band because, like, I tried to relate everything to my life and to my relationship. Like, my wife and I, we've been married for a little over a year, but we've been together. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. It's my... Sorry, Stephen. Stephen, by the way, I know. I didn't think you guys would react the way I just said it. I found out today at the airport, as I'm boarding, he goes, so you haven't heard? And I'm like, what's up? And he's like, we broke up. And I was like, and then it was my boarding zone. I'm like, well, see you later. And then I just had the whole flight to go, did I just leave him? I pretty much had the experience he did with the pizza in the convention oven. Except it was me in overhead space, and I'm like, I gotta go. Otherwise, my backpack's gonna be on my feet, and I don't want that. So I feel for him. I've also been through, because this is my second marriage, so I know what that feels like. Where someone goes, hey, I know I told you I wanted to be with you your whole life, but that was then, you know? That was then, this is now. I didn't know you breathed that way. I didn't know that's how you breathed. And I can't handle that anymore. So I get what that is. And now my wife, we've been married for a little over a year. We've been together for a little over 5 years. And so I feel like we're good at communicating. We've both been to therapy, so we understand trying not to react and trying to go, all right, what's that really mean? I'm sorry you feel that way. Acknowledging feeling. That was the hardest thing for me. Because anytime my wife's like, no, I wanted to go, that's not what I meant. I meant it's this, and you're wrong for no reason. And I would tell the therapist that. I don't know why she's mad at me. She said I did something, but she's wrong. I didn't do that. So I yelled that at her, and she got all upset. And he's like, women, right? And I'm like, that's what I'm saying. But then he was like, all right, give this a shot. Next time she gets upset, go, I am so sorry. I didn't know you were feeling that way. That must suck to feel that way. And I've been doing that, and it's a bomb diffuser. It's magic. Next time you're in an argument with your lady, and you're like, baby, I am so sorry. That must feel horrible to feel that way. I hate that I was a part of you feeling that way. And then it diffuses, and then you go, but I never did that, all right? That's not what I had said from before. I'm kidding, don't do that part. So the point is, we've gotten to a point in our relationship where we try not to fall into those pitfalls. I think the only tip we give each other is we don't like each other's tone. I think that's what it is. Like, after one of us says something, we're like, listen, everything you said is true. I didn't care for your tone. You know? And I pieced it together while I was watching the Stray Cats. We've been together 5 years. We're like a band that's put out a couple albums. And they've been good. They've had a good raw sound. But this new album, we're really trying to dial in our tone. You know? Like we're really trying to get a good meaty dum 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 dum. But right now it's a little more. And we really want it. Once we get the right producer, we're gonna get down to a dum 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 dum. But right now, just like your mother, you know. And once we dial in the tone, we're gonna put out a killer album. I like it. I feel like you're taking notes. I like that. That's good energy there. He's like, oh yeah, I'm taking all the notes right there. 12-year-old's learning way more than he ever thought he was gonna. It's gonna happen. You're gonna have a girlfriend. Something's gonna happen. You're gonna go, I'm sorry I made you feel that way. She's gonna be like, what? Are you the most mature person I've ever met? And you're like, man, comedy show, you know? It's where you learn stuff. But yeah, we're at a good part. My wife, she's great, but she also points out insecurities in me that I didn't know I had. You know, I don't know when I became the barometer for everything. But like I came home from a show and she looked all sad. I'm like, what's wrong? She goes, I have back fat. And I was like, oh, you do? And then she comes around and reaches and grabs me and she goes, oh, thank God. And I was like, I have back fat? And she goes, quite a bit, too. I didn't even know. I thought my back was fine. I've never looked back there. I thought my back was doing great. You ever look at your back, fellas, and you're like, whoa, all those moles? I just assumed my back looked like my front. It's a road map back there. Moles and freckles, and I'm like, God, look, this whole time? Just a disaster. But yeah, she did that to me. We were on the couch too, and I put my arm around her, and then she was looking at her arm, and then she looked at my arm, and then she jiggled my tricep. She gave a little, and she's like, good. And I'm like, huh? So I was at the hotel gym today doing this one. Nothing shall jiggle. That's what I'm trying to work on. I'm trying to work on my body. I lost a bunch of weight. Like in 2017, I lost 50 pounds, but I didn't lose it well. Don't clap, because I didn't lose it healthy. That's when my first marriage ended, and I got sad. And I wasn't hungry, which is sad, but I lost a bunch of weight. So it's been good. Now here's the problem though. I've been happy for a few years, so I'm just nom 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 nom. And I'm afraid it's gonna come back, and then I don't wanna wait for another tragedy to help lose the weight again. So I'm really trying my best just to keep it where we're at, you know? Like just hold on to this for the love of God. My goal weight, I weigh 175 right now. My goal weight is to get to 170. And I don't even know, the only reason that's my goal weight is because I watch UFC, and that's a weight class in the UFC. So I see those guys on a scale with no shirt on going, this is what 170 pounds looks like. I'm like, hell yeah, I want to look like that guy. And I got all the way down to 170, and I'm like, man, these last 5 pounds must be crucial. Like this, because I don't look anything like these individuals. Once I lose these last 5 pounds, it's gonna be like pop, 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 you know? Like microwave popcorn. You can't pull it out too early. You gotta leave it in there. Get all those kernels a popping. And so I'm trying. So I try, you know. And I'm not in bad shape at all. Like I'll like if I'm at the pool, I'll take my shirt off, but I'm not sitting down. You know? That's my fitness level right there. I'll take my shirt off, but we're standing up for the entire afternoon. Like this looks all right. I sit down, it starts looking like a layered truffle cake. It's like, oh, there's the gut layer, there's the first tit layer, there's the second tit layer, and then a little meringue chest hair at the top. But yeah, standing up, this looks all right. I just walk around like this. If I want to get a beer out of a cooler, I wait till everyone's having other conversations, and then I come up, just do a quick side oblique crunch. I'm not gonna fold over myself, show everyone how the sausage is made. I'm not doing that. Just do a boom right there. Hey there, thank you so much for watching my video. Is this too close? We're keeping it. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Also, I'm gonna be on tour all year, 2024. Might be the last one. So, you know,
Go to zoltancomedy.com, look at the tour schedule. If you don't see your town, sign up for my mailing list. I promise I'm gonna try to come, and I'll see you out there on the road. Thank you.
But yeah, it's so good to be here. Christmas weekend, La Jolla. Yeah, I want to know, I'm very curious, who are the local La Jollans? Clap it up. Okay, couple. Wow, all right. We really all snuck in, didn't we? I like that. I always think more locals come down here, but they're probably like at some secret party, you know? Mick Jagger's playing an acoustic set in a wine cellar somewhere. That's probably what they're doing. They're not coming down the hill, you know? I always feel weird coming up to La Jolla because I grew up in the trailer park, so I always feel like, it feels right and wrong at the same time, you know? I have this feeling, I'm like, well, don't park right in front, you know? Park it around the side and sneak in. I drive a Honda Fit, you know? Like, it's just gonna look like someone's housekeeper stuck around. I wanna feel like a local, man. But I like it. It's Christmas. It's going to be a good Christmas because we don't, I love it, but we don't have any young people in my family anymore, so no one tries anymore. Like I called my mom. I have a tiny Hungarian mother. I'm like, you want to hang out on Sunday? And she's like, Christmas? I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, we should all hang out. She goes, okay, but I don't have a tree. And I'm like, we don't need a tree. And she's like, good. I don't even think she's cooking anything. Like, I think she's just going to treat it like a Sunday. I think that's what I think I'm going to show up and there's going to be Panda Express on the table. And she goes, double order orange chicken, correct? Mama knows, you know? That's who my mom is. No longer celebrates it. I like it. My fiance and I, Emma, we decided not to do gifts this year, like fancy gifts. We decided to just give each other what we need, you know? And I didn't need anything, and she needed a root canal, so that's what we ended up doing. And, which is a better gift. I'd rather pay for that, you know? Because last year I bought jewelry. I bought her a nice necklace. I think the year before with some earrings or a bracelet or something. And I like stuff that you need, you know? And you know what? There is nothing more beautiful than all of your teeth. You could have all the diamonds on the world all over your body, but if you're missing just one tooth, you're like, that person stole those diamonds. You gotta have all of them, man. Yeah, because if you're missing one tooth, you might as well be missing all of them. Even if you go out, you're like, no, it's the one on the side. No one sees, but we see eventually. It's a big reveal. I remember one time I was talking to someone and I was on this side of him and I didn't see he was missing one of these. And we talked for like an hour. And he was like an interesting guy. We were talking about a lot of interesting stuff and then he turned and I saw he was missing a tooth. And I was like, I don't believe anything he just said. I think I was just talking to one of those conspiracy theorists. You need all your teeth, man. It's important. Some good chompers. Yeah, it's good. It's been it's a good couple weeks of comedy. I think it was like last week or 2 weeks ago. Dave Chappelle did a show in an arena in San Francisco, and Elon Musk joined him on stage. And I just want to let you know, I don't want to disappoint anyone, but that won't be happening. And if that does happen, we will both be very surprised. Oh my God. What an amazing man. That's his face. Isn't that weird? Richest man in the world, and that's what they gave him. Keep your face, you guys. Don't mess around. Because he has all the money, and that's what they gave him. And also, don't feel bad. I can't punch any higher than Elon Musk, okay? I'm not punching down. He is doing great. He's on top of the world. You know, he's doing good. We're kind of all trying to decide where we're going. You know, California seems to be splitting up into two groups, and we got to choose who we're going to be. You know? There's only two groups that are growing. We got to choose. Are we going to be homeless or billionaires? And my friends and I, we talk about it. Like, I definitely know which group I'd like to be in. but I know which one's more likely. It's hard. I've been thinking a lot about homeless people and billionaires. They're pretty much the same. They're pretty much the same. If you take away like the money and the fancy, they're the same person. We even look at them the same, you know? Like neither group has a lot of friends. Generally, we look down on them, you know? And if we do feel bad for like a second, we think about it, we're like, no, they chose this, you know? And they all say the same things. They all say the same wild stuff. I can control the weather, you know? I'm gonna buy Twitter. Like Was that a billionaire or some guy outside of Starbucks just yelling that into the street? It's the same guy. Congrats to the local La Jollans that live here. You guys did it. Congrats. You did, or someone with your last name? Someone did it. It was excellent. I grew up in the trailer park, so I'm a little bitter, you know? Not too much, but just enough. Like, you ever meet someone who, like, you ever think of, like, those trust fund babies that don't have to work? And they're just on a yacht somewhere, doing cocaine with strippers. And you're like, why? And it's like, oh, me? Oh, my great-grandfather invented the zipper or something. So now for generations, we're just doing okay. I actually looked up the zipper. Did you know some guy invented that? We weren't just born with the zipper. Someone came up with that. It's like an invention that's been around forever. I was looking at the zipper because I had taken an edible, and you ever get on the wrong side of an edible and you're like, am I reading the Wikipedia page for the zipper? I was. The zipper was invented by some guy, and then some other guy weaseled in and took 50%. But I saw the schematics that they sent to the patent office, like what they sent for the zipper. And have you ever looked at an invention from like 100 years ago, and then you're looking at it, but you're like, man, if you put a gun to my head, I couldn't recreate that. That's why I was like looking at the zipper, like it made sense, but it didn't. It just comes together. It was like I was looking into a lava lamp, and I'm like, where did that one come from? You know, like how did... I was just blown away. And it was an arrogant invention. We didn't need the zipper. We had buttons. Buttons were doing great. They were doing awesome. Until one guy's like, nah, my penis is going to fall out of there. I need something more sturdy. It's not as arrogant as the scarf. The scarf might be the most arrogant piece of clothing they have. The scarf, like I bought a scarf for the first time last year because I was going to do a show in Chicago and it was freezing and my fiance's like, you're going to need a scarf. So I ordered one off Amazon, it showed up, and I didn't know there's so many ways to fold a scarf. I thought you just put it on and waft it and go about your business, right? And the back whips in the wind like the Red Baron, and that's how you wear a scarf. And I found out that's not how you wear a scarf. And she told me there's all these different ways to fold it. You like put it in and then it comes out. And I realized there's no way to wear a scarf without it just looking like your father owns all the railroads. Like, just highfalutin. Too much.
But I'm glad we're here. We're celebrating the new year, 2024. Doesn't it feel like that's probably going to be the last year that we... I don't know why, but 2025 seems hard to imagine. 2024 might be the last one, you know? I don't know. It's going to be a big year. We're going to answer a lot of questions, I think. Like, can a country participate in a world war while also having a civil war at home? I think that's going to be a big question next year. And listen, I am not pushing for a civil war. I don't want that. That would mess with my tour schedule. I would not be into a civil war. I hope it doesn't happen. But also, if it does, is it really technically a civil war if only one side has weapons? Like, technically, you know what I mean? If one side's like, hey, and the other side's like, whoa, like, oh, you were serious. All right. I thought we were just talking trash on the internet. I didn't know you meant it. All right. Anyway, it's good to be here. I like this mix. This is good. I haven't been to Oklahoma City since
2021? Is anyone here at that show? Yeah, all right, one guy. All right. That's what I like, return business. That's what I like. One guy was like, yeah, I'm coming back for that. Everyone's like, we've seen it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. If I had known, I wouldn't have asked the question. But here we are, man. I like it out here. I like it. You just come in, it's nice and flat. It's good. It's like, I love it. This whole area is just like a well-made bed for a tornado. Just nice and, like, I get why it works here, you know? You're like, oh yeah, it can just go anywhere right there. It's not impeded by mountains or too many big things. It can just rip right through whatever it wants. Yeah, it's hard to laugh at because you guys live here. I get it. As soon as I said it, I'm like, what am I doing right now? This is what these people live with. And I'm like, right? Wicked tornadoes? And you're like, yeah. Ha 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 ha. What the hell's wrong with this guy? But yeah, I'm glad I'm here. We flew in today. I came in from New York. It was weird. Normally it's a direct flight, but there's no direct JFK to Oklahoma City. I had to connect. So that's always fun. I looked it up. Nobody. Not Spirit. Nobody. That means no one's doing direct business between Oklahoma City and you're like, what? Yeah, I mean, we can get you there. What time you gotta be there by? Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. You like Atlanta? You're gonna stop in Atlanta. And so you're gonna stop for a little bit. Good. Yeah, we had, I don't know, man, people are annoying. This is the time of year where people are extra annoying. This is when people fly that don't fly. And they just kind of stand there, you know? They get off a plane, and they'll just be like, where's my next gate at? And they'll just stop in the middle of the jetway. There's a whole line of people behind them go, excuse me, can you die? Can you move to the side and die? That would be great. I have to see where my next gate is. I'm like, you're never going to make it at this pace. I'm going to let you know that right now. We had a lingerer. We were waiting for the next flight to board, this one, and there was a dude, he interrupted, he had the worst breath. Have you ever had someone interrupt your conversation that they weren't in with just their breath? I've never had that happen before. My wife and I were talking, and then I just, and I looked at her, and I knew it wasn't her. You ever smell some breath, and you're like, I know my wife, that is not her. And it was that middle-aged man breath, you know, that breath where you're like, oh, that's from deep inside. That's some long-seated regret and whiskey and an undigested piece of filet mignon that kind of came up. And he wasn't even talking. He was just one of these guys. And he wafted into our faces, and I'm like, ah! And we both stared at him, but he's one of those guys just completely out to lunch, just like, uh-huh. And then we shimmied over, and he followed. And I'm like, what is wrong with humanity? We're driving to Tulsa from Oklahoma City. Last night's show. It went well. It went great. Tried out a bunch of new jokes. They worked, they didn't work. You know, it's trying out new jokes. But now I'm in this high-end Hyundai Palisade, which I think is the neighborhood where the Kardashians live. This car has a feature, and they really should tell you about these features when you rent the car. Once we got on this highway and we started going straight, the seat just hugged my sides, like came up around me, like a creepy boss in an 80s movie coming up behind the secretary to give a nice little shoulder massage. That's what this just did. It just went, and it just made me go, oh, I need a raise. That's what it made me feel. It's Emma's day to decide what we're doing. She picked Hobby Lobby.
I've never been.
This is where you wanted to hang out. Let's get this over with.
Stop pretending like you don't want to go to Hobby Lobby.
I will be on my phone a lot. I honestly don't know which one to pick.
Look who came around to Hobby Lobby.
I didn't know they had this thing. Look at this. Human anatomy.
It all comes apart in case you want your kid to grow up to be a doctor or a serial killer. Remember Stretch Armstrong? This is the new version. You can pull them 4 times. 4 times the stretch.
I love how I'm done.
I'm not done.
You're still looking.
I don't want to be rushed.
We're still here.
I said I'm a big fan of the Hoblob.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's Hobby Lobby for short. This is the Airbnb section. This is what you put up at your Airbnb if there's a pond in the backyard. Let's make it look all beachy. We just ate at the Dilly Diner. Delicious. More salt than you could ever hope for. It's one of the best cups of coffee I've ever had. I drink it black, and it's just dark and roasty and chocolatey.
But it's so good to be here. I've been to Tulsa before. It's nice to be back. I like what you've done with the place. I'm a big fan. I like performing here. This feels like it used to be a furniture store. Like you can almost see someone trying out a Tempur-Pedic, you know. The salesman's like, we'll give you a 100-year warranty on this here mattress. And you're like, how long do you think I'm gonna live? You know? Seems a little extra. No one's passing out at a deathbed. You know? Thank you, 3 people. Everyone else, I'm like, well, why does that matter? Tempur-Pedic's a Tempur-Pedic, last time I checked. Had a good time. My wife and I checked out Tulsa. We went down to the downtown area. They have different names, but you know what I'm talking about. You know, there's like the big building part, and then there's the other part where there used to be real industry, but now you sell coffee over there. You know what I'm talking about, that area where you're like, oh yeah, that's when we used to do stuff and make stuff, and now there's someone making a latte, you know? We went down over there, we went and ate at Dilly's. Yeah, does anyone know that? Okay. I thought that was it. There's just one guy, he's like, yeah, that's a place. Everyone else is like, huh, you ate there? Good luck, all right? I got a real judgy stare from this section over here. Like, he's not finishing this set. He's gonna be running for those double doors here in about 20 minutes. We had a good time. Good food, good coffee. That good, like, jacked up coffee where you're like, I can take over the world. And then we thought about going to the mall, and there was a line, the traffic heading into the mall. We made a last second diverge into a Hobby Lobby. That's where we went. Yeah, it was my wife's idea. She's like, Hobby Lobby? And I'm like, what? And she's like, I've never been to one. And I'm like, it's just a bigger Michael's. And you're shaking your head, and you're right. You are correct. Because I went in there, and I was like, I was so wrong. I've never wanted to own a home more. Then as soon as I walked into a Hobby Lobby, I'm like, I want one of everything. We need a 10-bedroom house with a basement. I need a Nintendo controller doormat. I need 8 paintings of a cow with a hat on it. There were so many paintings of a cow with a hat. And I'm like, that means a lot of people are buying them. That meant they released one painting with a cow with a hat, and the general manager's like, you got any more? Because we're sold out. Might want to do different variations. Maybe some with a fedora. Maybe some with a sun hat. Let's have some variation, because people are getting grabby here in Tulsa for the cows wearing the hats. God, I loved Hobby Lobby. That was so good. Man, they have a giant toy section. I'm 36, but I gravitate to the toy aisle. That part of me has not grown up at all. And it's getting to the point where I'm like, we should have a kid just so this isn't as creepy. That's the only reason I want to have a kid, just so I'm not looking at the toys like, oh, boxing out kids. Like, hey, this isn't... I'm trying to get a look at the merchandise. I loved it. I actually bought a thing. I bought a model car. You know, one of those, like, you put them together with the glue and then you paint them. I remember I had one, like, in the 2nd grade, and my mom got it for me, and then I cried, and she built it. And I remember that's how it went. I opened it, and she's like, how's it going? And I just, tears welled up in my eyes. I was like, what's a crankshaft? And she ended up building it. It wasn't better. Bless her sweet little heart. She tried. That's not where the steering wheel goes. But I got this. It was like there's like levels. It's like level 1 to 5. I don't know if you've ever done this. And I thought it was like a medium 3 or something. I looked, it's a level 5. All right, it says 13 and up. But no, that's like for like, if you're 13 and you happen to be young Sheldon or something. That's what they mean. Not just I'm 36 and I opened the box and I'm like, they didn't give us nothing. They didn't paint, all the pieces look the same. I was just like, oh no. So I started looking up YouTube videos of other dorks that do this. And these people have tools, they have X-Acto knives, they have one of those lenses with the magnifying, with the light, and they're like shaving this one guy was like, oh, the body's a little warped, so he brought out a hairdryer and melted it a little to form it to the proper, and then he had a file, and he had different types of sandpaper. Oh, you want to hit this with a 700 grit. Oh, here, you don't want to scuff that too much. I got 3,000 grit right there for the wheel well. You don't want to mess up the wheel well. And I'm just watching this YouTube video in my hotel room with an open box, plastic everywhere. And my wife's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I think I'm going to light it on fire. I don't think I'm going to do any of this. I'm about to call my mother crying on FaceTime. Going, you need to get to Tulsa. I don't know how to put together this 71 Oldsmobile. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. You ever do that where you think you want to be some way, but you know, that's not me at all. That's not me at all. 36, I should know who I am at this point. Just be good with it. Just be good with it, man. Had a good Christmas. Hope you guys had a great Christmas. We had a good one, my wife and I. We didn't do anything. We didn't visit family. We visited family before Christmas, so we could have Christmas just me and her. We had moved to New York this year, and we just had a New York Christmas, just me and her. We got us like little Amazon gifts the night before. We wrapped them and gave them to each other Christmas morning. My wife got me a robe. That's what she got me, which I've never owned a robe before, and I love it. That was a big mistake she made, was getting me a robe. I'm like, you're never gonna not see me in a robe now. If it was acceptable, I would do comedy in a robe. Just come out like Hugh Hefner, just, and I'm in a robe. But it's, I loved it. I loved the way it felt. It's comfortable, but then I got a glance at myself in the mirror, and I was like, oh, I'm not supposed to be wearing a robe. I think robes are for women. I think that's who robes are for. They look good on women. Women look good in robes. They look relaxed. They look like they just came from the spa. Maybe got a facial, or maybe they just got out of a bubble bath after they had a glass of wine. They look very luxurious, relaxed. A man in a robe just looks like he got done with some illegal sex. That's what it looks like. It's a little sleazy. Right? Like you look at a man in a robe, you can almost hear the siren in the distance. It's just a very upset Amish family off to the side. It's like, I'll be leaving soon. I like how people awe at that part. I didn't say what happened. That was your own imagination. You made up your own story at the end of that. Yeah, I think robes are for women, man. Like when my wife wears a robe, it's classy but sexy too. You're like, ooh, maybe something will slip out, you know? I was wearing a robe, my wife was like, oh, you're still supposed to wear underwear with it. Like, what are you? And I was like, that doesn't feel right. It's like wearing a hat on a hat. Why would I wear underwear with a robe? We had a good Christmas. It was a very good Christmas. Got a good robe. Yeah, we went out. We got lost in New York. That's what we did. We hopped on the subway, took it to Central Park, and with all the other tourists, you just went down. You're like, yeah, you were right. We made all the wrong decisions. We should have been at Hobby Lobby. That's where we should have been. Should have gone to Hobby Lobby, taken advantage of the sales. But instead we went to Central Park and we had fun. You know, it was a little too much. It was too many people. So we brought a little joint with us, took a little hit. You know, like we're like teenagers in a high school parking lot getting ready for algebra. Just a little something so the equations make sense, you know? And so we took a little toke at the park, and now we're high at the park, which is fun. I like being high at a park. That's where you should be high. You shouldn't be high somewhere else, like the Hobby Lobby, all right? They will kick you out. They're gonna call the police. They're like, this guy's been staring at that cow for so long. He's looking at it like it's a mirror, and it isn't. But yeah, I realized very quickly New York is not the city where marijuana goes with. That's not, you want all your senses in that city. You want to be up to speed with what's coming. Because we moved there in April, and I've been waiting for the moment where like a homeless guy comes up and starts something, and then I get to use my boxing, you know? Like I fantasized about this. I've been taking a boxing class for 6 years. I've never fought anybody, but you know, I hit the bag and the hand pillows, and if you've ever done that for like an hour, you're like, I think I might be a weapon of mass destruction. I'm pretty sure if anyone messes with me, they're gonna die. I don't think it's gonna go good for them. And so I've been fantasizing about this. Like someone's gonna come up to my wife and go blah blah and yell, and I'll be like, hey, hey, hey. And then I show up, give him a 1-2, give him maybe pivot, hit him with a hook. My wife's off to the side. Oh my God! And I wink at her while I'm in the middle of pugilism. Just give her a little. You want a couple shots? No? He's here. He's here. And then afterwards we go back and make passionate sweet love at home. That was my fantasy the entire time. And it finally happened. We were at Central Park, and a wild homeless man came up and yelled at my wife, but I was high. I wasn't ready. So he showed up and he's like, get out of my face! And he like spit and it landed on my wife, and I was like, whoa! That was my moment. And my wife, we did not make love that night, all right? We had a long conversation about protection and how I need to be there for her. And I was like, baby, I didn't know, like it was just, that's not the state of mind you need to be in for aggression. You know, like it all happened so fast and slow at the same time. He was fast and I was very slow. And it's just not how I wanted it to start. That's good. And you guys are here for New Year's, which is wonderful. And for the 7:30 show. Well, you know, what a way to let us all know. You'll be in bed by 10. I love it. We'll be in bed by 10 o'clock with fuzzy slippers on. Watching the East Coast countdown. Try to kiss your significant other quickly before they fall asleep. And trust me, I wish I could join you. I wish. I have a show after this, and I'm not looking forward to it, all right? You know why? Because you guys get it. A good set, the people that show up to a 7:30 New Year's Eve show, you guys get it. You know what New Year's is, all right? You know what it is. You don't want to start tomorrow with a hangover. You don't want to start a New Year. You know what New Year's is, all right? You've done enough of them. You get it. You get it. It's a new year. It's Sunday. All right? It's a Sunday. Let's act accordingly. This is the show I'm looking forward to. The 10:30 show? Those are people that have high expectations for their New Year's Eve. They're trying to make up for a horrible 2023 where everything went wrong. And they're like, but it's New Year's Eve! And I'm gonna drink all the drinks, and tomorrow it's a new me. And I gotta entertain broken people, all right? Those are broken people I'm gonna have to make giggle, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull it off. Because I'm gonna be wishing I was in my hotel across the street, just laying with my wife, just dum-dum, like that's what I wanna go do. But we're doing it, all right! New Year's Eve in a strip mall. We're doing it. This is how it's meant to be done. Not at a 4-star hotel with a live band. No, we want to be across the parking lot from a Chipotle. A closed Chipotle. You guys will never forget the year you rung in 2024 in an over-air-conditioned den. All right, this is getting you ready for the climate change that is coming. It might be too cold next year. You gotta get ready for it. Might be too hot next year. Gotta get ready for it. Get ready for it all. All right, thank you guys so much for coming out. I didn't know that's how I was gonna start. But I just started saying stuff. One more time for all the comics you've seen, and I make it loud for them. We're here. I like it. I was, I was curious to know who was gonna come out, because I'm like the early show was packed with people that I could tell would be in bed by 10, and which I've been in Tulsa for the last couple of days. It looked like most of the township, if I'm being honest. Most of the town would look like they're going to bed by 10. Even just today, trying to go do some regular business. Most places were closed. And I was like, oh, maybe that's for, because it's New Year's. No, that's just every Sunday. Every Sunday is, you guys run Chick-fil-A hours around here. And so I was curious to know who's going to come out. And I like the group that we have. This is a ragtag group. Like this feels like a meeting. I like this. This feels like a city council meeting, and we're gonna bring in the new year. I like that we're the only thing open in the strip mall. I like that. This is the only thing happening. Some cars are gonna drive by and like, whoa, there's a lot of cars parked. Something going on at the Cava? What's going on? People still getting Mediterranean bowls? What do we got? We got 7 minutes to showtime. When do we pull down the thing?
1 more minute.
In what?
5 minutes till.
5 minutes still, so 3 more minutes we're gonna do this. You can tell we rehearsed this to a T this morning. We were here going 5, 6, 7, 8. Listen, I don't want you to think we're running a ragtag situation. We're gonna pull up the finest YouTube live stream of the countdown. We are gonna project it on that screen, and boy, when I tell you, after that happens, I guess we go home. I don't, just split it with me, and we'll do it traditional, Oh, there's the big screen. I told you it was coming down. I didn't want it to frighten you. Make sure can you put Dick Clark, is Dick Clark still alive? God rest his soul. Carson Daly, perhaps? Who's the new Dick Clark? Ryan Seacrest? I'll take that one. Yeah, good old Ryan Seacrest. If someone would have said he was dead, I would have left the stage. I'd be like, not Ryan. He's the picture of help. But what we are going to do is I'm going to bring up all the comedians and my lovely wife to help bring in the new year. Please clap it up. Come on up, everybody. Oh, my wife Emma's coming in first. Come on up, sweetheart. We got Travis, and Cameron, and Landry left. He was the orange fella that thought you guys didn't like him. But don't worry, we gave him a pep talk. He's doing all right. He's flattening your guys' tires in the parking lot. This is good. We didn't plan this out. I got 4 minutes to kill with all you guys standing up here. God damn, we didn't plan this out at all. All right, well. Did you already do the Shawn Michaels thing? I did that, yeah. Dude, I rushed through that so fast because I knew they were dropping this. I was looking at my phone going, I gotta get through this story before they drop the thing. There it is. Who's that? Oh, we got an ad? Of course. Listen, we spared no expense to bring you guys the countdown. Once we're done getting through these Blue Chew commercials, we will show you. Thank you. That was for 3 people that listen to podcasts. Then we will get to the countdown. It's Justin Bieber, Taylor Swift, Mariah Carey, Ariana Grande. All right, this is good. 10. 9. I'm sorry. It's too soon. I also want to bring up, I've had a lovely weekend working with these two, but it also looks like these two would have bullied me in high school for very different reasons. Doesn't it? Like Travis, of course, just bullying me for being short, and then Cameron just for owning a Will Smith CD or something. Are you a big Will Smith fan?
I'm not allowed to get jiggy with it on my level.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. You look like you have an eclectic music taste. What is happening? What is this? Oh, I'm so glad I'm filming this. This is going on YouTube. Oh, this is... When I started, I told you we will not see 2025. And this is the best way to bring in the last year that there's ever been. Oh my God, please don't accidentally open your history. That would really change the show. Oh, bless his heart. Here we are. You want to right-click on that? No. Can one of the wait staff help the fella out? Here we are. There, maybe that one. Nope. Wait, is that live? We don't know. Oh, no. We got, don't worry, I got a seconds on my Apple Watch. We'll get to it.
What will Elon Musk be doing in 2024?
In 2023, the only thing we could agree on is Taylor Swift.
This
you know
is-
what we're going to be able to agree on in 2024? Taylor Swift again.
Counting down to the year.
Hey, all right, I know that guy.
Robin Rock. Right before New Year's, rocking in.
It's kind of embarrassing to have way more famous people over my shoulder. And you're like, oh yeah, we could have done that.
We are nearly there, ladies and gentlemen. Have you had a good night here at the Sydney Opera House?
It's the
Have you had a
Australian
good night
countdown.
at home,
All
ladies
right.
and gentlemen? What an amazing show we've had. A big thank you to you for being here tonight. To everyone watching at home, the ABC viewers are the best in the world.
This isn't even
It's
the
just been
American
incredible.
countdown.
And I'm just
I
going
want to
through the
mention.
checklist in my head, Charlie. What have we got? A whole bunch of
Couldn't have gone worse.
fireworks. Check. A global audience watching. Check.
Who are these
A TV
Aussies?
audience with the best seat in the house.
Yep.
Check.
Thank you to all the bands who performed tonight. King Stingray, Casey Donovan, Brett Perez, Angie McMahon, Mark and Eva, Seymour, Genesis Owusu, Confidence Man, Harry Connick Jr., and Jess Malboy.
This couldn't have gone better.
Remarkable backing band. On drums, Brendan
Dude, we
Tan.
got
On
3
bass, Adam
seconds.
Ventura. Our guitarist, Kat Ayala.
It's
and
New
Timmy
Year
Temple.
now.
On
We didn't
keys,
even
Dave
do a
Allen.
countdown.
On strings,
Happy New Year, everybody.
Jasmine
I'm
Barrett,
so
Aisha
sorry.
Goodman, and
Happy
Hannah
New
Oliver.
Year.
Our brass team as well, they were amazing. And of course, our backing singers, who were just phenomenal on stage.
I just looked behind the counter. There's no one working the booth. I love
Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? It's almost time.
No one back there. That guy left.
7,
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Woo! Good old Australia. Yeah. USA. 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 That couldn't have been scripted funnier than how it came out.
Thank you so much for watching my video. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Also, I'm going to be on tour all year, 2024. Might be the last one. So, go to zoltancomedy.com, look at the tour schedule. If you don't see your town, sign up for my mailing list. I promise I'm going to try to come, and I'll see you out there on the road.
Hey! All right. Thank you. One more time for Ashley and all the comics you've seen tonight. Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it inside. Some of you are excited. Some of you are tempering expectations. I appreciate that. I like that. I don't want everyone just like, yeah. I want some people that are going to make me earn their love. And that's, like a good stepdad, I'm here for someone else. Yeah. That's kind of what it is. If someone brought you to the show tonight, you're kind of like a stepdad. You're like, I'm here for her. Let's see what you can do. It's my time to shine. Time to jig. Dance a little for you. So good. I'm so glad to be back. This is my second time in Alameda. Last time we did last year we did the shows outside, and I didn't appreciate that because I live in Southern California where it doesn't get as cold, and so I was out there and I was like, what? It's hard to do me in the cold. I don't have a cold demeanor. I have a very oh yeah, turn the heat up, please. Kind of demeanor. That's why we have all the space heaters kind of set out. I don't know if you noticed the space heater on the piano. That's in my writer. I was like, get some space heaters set up, It's very nice to be here. I love Alameda. I don't know what's going on. Clap it up if you live here. Yeah, you live here. All right, couple people there, right up here. Everyone else, we just kind of snuck on the islands. Yeah.
So everyone else knows what I'm talking about. You guys. Yeah, like, it seems like a secret society. A little bit of, like, Alameda, you know? It feels a little bit. Like, I feel like my checkout of the hotel is tomorrow, but I feel like if I stayed an extra day, there'd be a knock on my door from the mayor. They're like, hey, we loved having you. When are you leaving? It feels a little bit like that. Like, it's nice, but also, you know? I don't trust it, you know? It's like you guys have something secret going on over here, and you don't want everyone to find out about it. I like it, though. It's an island. You keep calling it an island. I don't see it. I guess. I won't argue with it. I'm not going to circumnavigate the island and prove you wrong. You're like, I went all the way around. It's a peninsula. Like, I'm not going to do that to you. It's just I landed in Oakland and I took an Uber ride and I didn't notice, you know? I'm like, I got here on wheels. How islandy is this island? But I like it. Staying at the hotel, it's like about 7 minutes away. Took the Uber over here and drove by that fancy high school you guys have. Good Lord, what a fancy... Did you see that high school? Did anyone here go to that high school? Oh, there's one person right there. You went to that high school? Yeah. Are you going there currently? Yeah, I mean that as a compliment. You look like a youthful young person. You're going there currently. What grade are you in? You're junior there. Is that the most, I guess, what do you have to compare it to? Is that the only high school you've ever been to? Yeah. That is the most intimidating high school. I am 35 years old. I was intimidated in the Uber as it drove by, all right? Like, I graduated high school in 2005 with a 2.75 GPA, which is not bad, it's not good, it's right there, you know? And I've never felt bad about my education until I was in an Uber. We went by that school, I looked at it, I'm like, I don't know how to conjugate a verb. And I feel like the building knows. I feel like the building knows. You're gonna grow up to change the world, young man. You're gonna do great, because that is an intimidating school. This is so, it looks like a mall. It looks like Socrates went there or something. It's like that's where that guy went and didn't get a last name, you know? You might have a last name. I don't know, but it's cool. I like the area. It's very nice. I flew in yesterday. And I came in on Southwest, which is always that's a fun flight, right? A good Southwest flight, just go in there with everybody. I love a good Southwest terminal. Everyone looks like they woke up 10 minutes ago. No one's ready. No one knows the rules. Like, what? Just, oh, all right. Like, their carry-on's too big. I can't fit this tent on the plane. Like, no, you can't. You gotta check that. You know? Everyone, I love that. Everyone looks late. Everyone looks like they're headed to a tragedy. Everyone looks like no one booked a Southwest flight 6 months out. That's a flight you booked the night before. And you're like, you remembered the eulogy, right? All right, we're going to a funeral. I don't know. It's high pressure. I fly all the time, and every week I'm at an airport. There's so much pressure. You gotta, looking out for all this sex trafficking. I don't know if you guys fly as much as I do, but that is every recorded message at every airport in the country. Keep an eye out for sex trafficking. If you see it, let us know. And that's the end of the message. And I'm like, we need more information. Like, what does that look like? That's not enough info. What am I supposed to look for? Am I supposed to look for a woman crying? Because that's every airport. Every airport I've ever been to, there's a woman crying, or about to cry, or just finished crying. Am I supposed to look for an angry man? There's an angry man at every airport. It's just not enough, you know? Give me more information. It's a lot of stress on me because I'm trying to be betterment for the world. Like, keep an eye out. And I'm like, oh. Well, it'd be so embarrassing if I called someone out for a second and they weren't, you know? I'm like, that person's upset. You're like, it's just, I think a victim. And then they look into it like, no, her carry-on was too big. Man. She can't.
Now she's gonna have to check her bag to her final destination. Like, I didn't, you weren't clear in the message. Should have more information in the loudspeaker. I don't know. We're all trying to do our best. It's nice to travel within California, but not leaving. So it's nice. I got a quick flight back home. I'll be home before 10 a.m. tomorrow. It'll be nice, you know. It's good to get back home. It's beautiful. I love living in California. It's getting tougher, you know. California is, it's not for the weak, you know. It's for us tough people. Look at the weather we've been putting up with. 2 weeks ago, we were in a drought, and now we're like, less water, please, good God. We just have the extremes. It's either like no water, and you're like, don't you dare take a shower. And now you're like, oh my God, get the boat. We are dying. We are dying. There's too much water. It's not enough. There's too much. Oh, I don't know. Can we shower again? Like, can we do that? That's going to be the postcard for California, just someone showering in a flood. Like they have a clogged drain. You know? It's rough. Yeah, California is rough, man. We're breaking up into two groups. The two groups are getting bigger and bigger, and they're making us choose who we're going to be. And I don't like to choose, but they're making us choose. Who are you going to be? Are you going to be homeless, or are you going to be a billionaire? And it's hard, because I know which one I want to be. But I also know which one is way more likely. That van is calling my name, I gotta tell you. I was actually thinking about homeless people and billionaires, and you know what? I think it's the same person. It's the same person. Like, if you take away the money and the rocket ships and all that, it's the same guy. You know, like neither group has a ton of friends. They're both kind of judged by mass society. They both say wild things. Wild things. I can control the weather, you know? I'm gonna buy Twitter. That's the same guy. It's just one of them has the money to do it, and the other one's just yelling it at a bus stop, you know? That's the difference, but other than that, you know, we're splitting hairs. So it's good. Doing my best out there. Doing my best, trying to live my life properly. I don't know. Mainly tonight, I'm just trying to look comfortable in this leather jacket. That is what's going on with me. Yeah, could you tell? You're like, that's not him at all. I don't know, you ever buy like a piece of clothing that you wish you could wear? Like, you can wear whatever you want, but you know what you feel like you can pull off in your own personality. I bought this leather jacket, I'm like, hell yeah, I want to be a leather jacket guy. And then I put it on, I looked in the mirror, and I'm like, who is that? That's not me at all, you know? I feel like Kinnicky right now in Greece. That's honestly what I thought high school was going to be. Did you think high school was going to be like Greece? Because it kind of looks like Rydell High down there. Like a fancy Rydell. You know? That's honestly what I thought. I was raised by a single mom. We watched Grease a lot during my young formative years. And that's honestly what I thought high school was going to be. I'm going to join a fun gang. You know, not the ones you hear about on the news, but just a fun gang where we sing during lunch. How great would that be? Just hang out with your friends after lunch, do a little scoot up, you know? And no one ever told me that wasn't going to happen. Because I also never verbalized out loud what I thought it was going to be. Just in the back of my little young head, I'm like, we're going to do a lot of singing and dancing once we get to high school. And then we got to middle school, and I'm like, middle school kind of sucks. This would be a weird pivot. If you just went from regular crappy middle school to all of a sudden just full theater, you know? But then we got up there, and there was no singing or dancing. I was so bummed. I'm like, where's my gang? I was supposed to be in a gang, the T-Birds. We're supposed to be singing. God, tell me more, tell me more. I loved it. I don't know if you guys have rewatched Grease recently. They just put it on Netflix. And I watched it with Emma. She had never watched Grease. And we were listening to the lyrics, and she's like, good Lord. And I was like, I don't remember hearing that when I was 7. It's funny, like when you're 7 and like lyrics don't connect with you, they just become part of the song, and then you're older and you hear every lyric, and you're like, what? Well, tell me more, did she put up a fight? And you're like, what?
Everything I know about consent says there should be no fight. If there is a fight, that means no, I think. But that doesn't fit in with do up, do up, do up. You're like, I think sometimes it's better not to rewatch things you liked as a kid. You're like, let those memories be in 1993. I know that movie came out before that, but that's when I watched it. 1993. I grew up with a weird childhood. I was watching Grease and Van Damme movies. It was a very oddly rounded Yeah? Van Damme? Yeah, that's what I watched. When I was a kid, I knew all the dance steps to Grease, and I could do the splits because of Van Damme. I was like the weirdest kid of all time. I loved it, man. I thought that Van Damme was the best because I was born in Budapest. I had an accent, as a kid, and he was a guy who had an accent, and he looked uncomfortable on camera. And I was like, that's who I am. I'm like, Van Damme, and if you get uncomfortable, you just do the splits. That's what you do. It's a great icebreaker. You make some new friends, especially at that age. You're 7. You're like, my name's Gary. My name's John. And I'm like, splits, I'm Zoltan. And then you made a friend for life right there. Just do the splits in 93, I loved it. I actually got to meet Jean-Claude Van Damme when I was a kid. We lived in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I was in first grade, and we lived with this Hungarian lady who knew the makeup artist for the movie Sudden Death, which was shot in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It was not the best movie. It's based on hockey. Van Damme plays a firefighter who terrorists are going to blow up the hockey arena, and then he has to go, he's one firefighter, he's like, I'm going to kick these terrorists' ass, and he shows up, somehow he ends up in the game. There's a scene where he's the goalie, somehow he got into a fight in the locker room, and he accidentally got into a goalie costume, and next thing he knows, he's like, glove save, like he did the splits with the gear, glove save. And when I was a kid, that was the best. But I got to go on set and watch him shoot a scene, and I didn't know about stunt doubles. I was in the first grade. I thought these artists were sacrificing their lives. If I thought you died in an action movie, I thought you sacrificed your life for this art. No, that guy got his head kicked off in the 5th round because he loves acting. And so when I found out we're going on the set, I'm like, we're going to go watch a murder. This is amazing. Yeah, I know. That's what I thought I was going to go see. People didn't understand, I watched Bloodsport when I was 5, because we had moved to the country, and my mom didn't know what a rating system was. She was learning to speak English, and I'd be like, Mom, I'm going to watch this movie. She's like, okay, and I would just be watching Van Damme breaking people's legs, snapping their heads off, and I'm 5, just in the splits, going, yeah, this is the best thing I've ever seen. And then I went to school, and my new friends in school were like, do you watch the Power Rangers? And then I went to watch the Power Rangers with them at their house. I'm like, this is the lamest thing I've ever seen. Everyone's still alive. No one's bleeding. Why aren't any of them sleeping with the women? What's going on? That's what I was 5 years old, and I already knew about all of this, And so I had a weird upbringing because we didn't know about rating systems. So I went in to go see Jean-Claude Van Damme shoot a movie, and we went into the fight scene. That's when I found out about stunt doubles. He didn't do anything. I was 7 years old. I'm like, I'm gonna watch him do the thing. He's gonna come in and kick that guy's ass. And we're like, action. And then he'd come in, he'd go, and it'd be a cut. And then he'd leave. And then some other guy who kind of looked like him would just finish off. And I just remember, it was almost like coming downstairs and seeing Santa Claus making out with your mother. I grew up without a dad, so that was my Santa Claus moment, was seeing Jean-Claude Van Damme not be Jean-Claude Van Damme in front of my eyes. And then I was like, well, at least afterwards, maybe I'll get a picture with this phony. And he didn't take a picture with me. He came by and he's like, someone's like, he doesn't have time, so all I have is a Polaroid of me with a stunt double. The guy who did the real work. That was an impromptu story that doesn't have an end to it. And
I know most jokes are supposed to ha 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 and then pay off, and then. But I just felt really comfortable with you, and I wanted to let you know that I was a big Van Damme fan, and I thought the Power Rangers are lame. You guys are fun. This is the last show of the weekend. We're here to, have a good time.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are. Absolutely. You guys have already been the best crowd of the entire weekend. Oh, you have. You have. Every crowd we've had all weekend, they've been fun, but they haven't been like, yeah. Every crowd we've had has been like, yes. Which is still good. I'll take that. But you guys are like next level, Everyone else was like going to the opera. You guys are like Monster Jam. Gravediggers coming in. It's wonderful. But yeah, I have enjoyed being in your neighborhood. I went and had breakfast this morning. I met a fan earlier today. Is Brad here? Brad? No? Wow, he did. What's that? I'll be your Brad. That sounded inviting and threatening at the same time. I'll be your Brad. And you're like, is this a Van Damme scene? Anyway, well, that's really weird because I asked this on the early show too, and he wasn't there either. I'm really concerned because I met a guy named Brad at a coffee shop. He's like, I'm coming to your show tonight. And I'm like, which one? He goes, 7 o'clock. And I asked at 7, he wasn't here. And now he's not here. Does anyone know Brad? Listen, you damn Islanders, speak up. What have you done with Brad? Did he not pay his HOA fees? What did you guys do with Brad? It was wild. Yeah, he recognized me at the coffee shop, which is like an exciting time for me. I don't get recognized often, so it makes me, Because I just went in to have some coffee and a breakfast, and I was sitting there, and I could tell he was looking at me. He looked over at me, but I thought he was paying attention to what was going on behind me. Because behind me, there was a woman with a baby who was yelling for a beer. Which that's pretty attention grabbing. All right, if you're at a coffee shop, you don't even know they have beer, and someone comes in with a baby. You guys have beer? And you're like, whoa. And then I'm looking at that, and then I catch his eyes. I'm like, no, you're probably looking at that, right? Because that's, we have a lot of questions. And he comes over and he goes, are you Zoltan? And I'm like, yeah, I'm Zoltan. And we shake hands. He says, dude, I'm coming to your show. And I'm like, hell yeah, I appreciate it. And that part made me feel good. But I also never assume that anyone recognizes me because it's only happened to me like 5 times. And usually I'm like, I can tell because someone makes eye contact and they're like, oh. And I'm like, yeah, it's me. And I welcome it with open arms. But something happened that made me stop going. And it happened at LAX. I was at an airport. I was at the LA airport. And I was sitting there waiting to board a flight. And there was a dude just looking at me. And I could see, he was like, and I was like, here we go. And I started like posing. I'm like, it is me. And then after a couple minutes, he gets up and walks over. So in my head, I'm like, all right, be ready, be courteous. Don't be like Jean-Claude Van Damme, Don't snub this, be polite, and just be like, yeah, yes, it is me. Well, how are you? I was getting myself ready for that. And then as he comes over, he's like, hey. And I'm like, yes. And he goes, yeah, your flashlight's on your phone, and you're blinding my wife. And ever since then, I've never assumed anyone recognizes me. Because I'm always like, I think I'm blinding someone's wife with my eyes. But I really am concerned about Brad. I think this is a search party now. We're all going to hit the mean streets of Alameda and figure it out, man.
Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it, shared it, subscribed to it, hit the notification bell, do all the things YouTube makes you want to do. Other than that, I wanted to let you know that I'm constantly on tour, so go to my website, zoltancomedy.com, and see if I'm coming to a town near you. Thank you kindly.
I like it, man. This is good Bakersfield energy. Got some people here look like they just got out of work. Like, hey, you guys are doing shit. Yeah, right? Is that your energy? You're like, yeah, I did just get out of work.
I'm sorry, it's Friday, you know? I would have came here on Saturday, but it didn't work out that way. And this feels like you guys had a long 40 hours. Work, I feel that energy right now. I get it, I understand. What do you do for work? You look like you do something serious. You're in high school, all right. Well, it looks like it's rough out there. I'll say that. High school's tough, I get it. Man, I couldn't tell. I'm sorry, it's because of the, you know? I thought you were already on your second divorce. I thought you had kids going on at home. I didn't know, I apologize. It's a good thing. It's good to look more mature. You look more mature. I would like give you the keys to my car. Be like, can you park? Like that's a responsible person right there. He has a mortgage. He's trying to make sure to pay. It's been a long 18 years. I like. What's your name, man? Tyler. Make it loud for Tyler. He's in high school. So good to be here. Wow, that's a hot start to the show. Just came out, first person I talked to, completely insulted. I apologize so much. That is not my style of comedy. That's not what I do. I don't come out and go, did you ever notice this about yourself? You know? And I know that's hot right now. That's really hot right now in comedy. It's not really what I do. I try to just give compliments. Are you gonna be okay? Are you gonna be all right? I just saw you holding your temples. I'm like, wow. This, I like it. It's a lot of speakers for comedy, isn't it? So, you know, after this, we got a Motley Crue cover band coming up here, and don't be more excited for that than me. I made that up. That's not gonna happen. You're getting me. Hot start, man. We just drove in today. Me and Rui, who you just saw, we came in last night. We had a show in San Francisco. And then we made that drive here. I don't know if you've ever made that drive, but good Lord. Yeah, that's the closest I've ever been to suicide. That is a long drive. Oh my God. And nothing in between. Nothing. You're like, as soon as you leave, you're like, get ready for this. It's straight and sad. Are you ready for no turns and sadness? Are you ready for that? Just 4.5 hours. Just, yep, there it is. And people trying to pass you? For what? Oh, is your exit next? Are you? Is that what it is? You live in this field of nothing? Is that? What are you passing me for? We should all be pegged at 80, and that should be it. What are you late for work? Calm down. It's us and a bunch of truckers. That's all it is. You're late on the laugh. I like it. I like it. Everyone's a little off in this room. Everyone, it's a lot of people, I feel it. Some of you get a check in the mail. I like it. Some people get a check in the mail to hang out. It's good. I'm looking at your faces. There's still some I gotta win over. I can tell. We're doing our best out there. It's hard. We got 2 cats out there in New York. I got a couple cats. Yeah, Jessica lives with my ex-wife. I'm sorry to say. Sorry, I just made everybody sad. All right. And by everybody, I mean these 4 people and those people just staring at me going, we don't care about your cats. And I like that mixture. I love Jessica too. She's doing wonderful. She's still chubby and unhealthy, and she still eats whatever she wants. She lives at my ex-wife's house. You want me to say Jessica? Is that what you want? There it is. All right. I like that. Thank you. Okay. That was the most uncomfortable thing I think I've ever had happen. I don't know if you ever had someone down there. I want you to say Jessica. Jessica. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I'm not a part of this. I apologize. You're a good dude. What grade are you in high school? You're a junior in high school. You got one more, and then hell yeah. All right. Do you already know what you're doing after high school? What's your plan?
Game warden.
Game warden?
Fishing game.
Fishing game? I know what that is. Whoa, dude. I'm telling you, I wasn't wrong. You got the heart and soul of a 45-year-old man. I like it, though. Thank you.
Thank you for being out there and gaming and warding. Yeah, we need that. We need more young people involved in fish and game. I'm sure that was a program they had in middle school where they're like, "Who's interested in fish and game?" And everyone's like, "No." And he's like, "Actually, I want that hat."
I have no idea how serious you are about that.
I felt like everything I've said. He's like, "Yeah, absolutely." I can feel it.
35 at 17.
I love it. That's good. It's good to be an old soul. I was like that too. Now it's kind of leveled out, where I'm still an old soul, but I still don't own a house, so it's weird. It's weird to be an old soul and a renter, where you're like, the landlord should fix that. Should get in here. That faucet's a little loose. That's good. I'm happy for you. Do some fishing and gaming and warding. He's an 18-year-old snitch?
Yeah.
That's a weird. All right, I don't know why. Listen, we're all on your side. Everything's fine. We clearly get what happened. You grew up a wild child at 18, and you ended up with the kid that's like, I'm following all the rules. Because every kid rebels against their parents. That's normal. So if you got a parent that was like, woo, where's the party at? You're like, I'm studying. I gotta wake up tomorrow. You were partying. You had young Sheldon at home, is what you had. Fish and game version. Hell yeah.
Hey there. Thank you so much for watching my video. Is this too close? We're keeping it. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Also, I'm going to be on tour all year, 2024. Might be the last one. So, go to zoltancomedy.com, look at the tour schedule. If you don't see your town, sign up for my mailing list. I promise I'm going to try to come, and I'll see you out there on the road. I think the key is just to be happy no matter what. I think that's what it is. I'm sorry, is that too positive? 10 of you were like, yeah, and the rest of you were like, okay for that positivity. Because it's Christmas, but it's not, right? I think we all know Christmas died in 2019. And for the last 2 years, we just talk about him like our favorite grandpa. Do you remember when Christmas was? Yeah. Because we know it's not over, deep down inside, we know it's not over. I haven't looked at the stats of the virus for so many years. I looked it up, and I was like, how many people have died of this thing? And worldwide, over 5 million people have been killed by it. And I think we can all agree it's not nearly enough. We've all been out, we've looked at who survived, and we're like, we got a ways to go. We got a ways to go. And I think the longer we get comfortable with that, I don't know, just enjoy the small things. I stay at home, I watch trash TV. That's what I do, alright? My favorite trash TV show, Selling Sunset, alright? Sunset fans, these are my gals, alright? So my fiance and I watch. She started watching it first, I was like, I'm not watching that. And then it was like on in the living room, and I'm in the kitchen, and I'm like, what's she bitching about? And then next thing I know, I'm 4 seasons in to Selling Sunset, going, that damn Christine. She has a chair purse. What's she doing with a chair purse? Now, there might be some people here that have never watched Selling Sunset, and I'll explain the show to you. Selling Sunset is like if Keeping Up with the Kardashians, if everyone on there had to get a part-time job. That's what it is. Like, imagine if Kylie and Kim, they're like, we gotta start earning our keep. And what they do is they're realtors for $1 million homes, and they pretend that that's a hard job. They really pretend. There's a lot of emotion breaks. They're like, it's so hard. It's so hard. I have to show these $1 million houses to these millionaires. And just going, will you take it? I don't. It's a gorgeous house. It costs $10 million. You have a lot of money. Do I even need to be here? I feel like you guys could just Carvana this situation. I hate how pretend it's a hard job. They're just gorgeous women selling gorgeous houses to millionaires, and they're just like, I'm working. It's not hard, alright? Show me an ugly realtor in a bad neighborhood. That's a good salesperson. Give me someone who looks like a foot going into a bad neighborhood and trying to sell a house to me. You know? Look, you don't have enough of this place. But you like your mom, right? You like your mom? Go talk to her. Alright, I'll stop making eye contact. I know my face, but we'll get you in here. I don't know. It's so weird. And you know what else is weird about that show? There's so much drama amongst the women. But like, after the first episode, I'm like, you could solve all these issues by hiring one HR person. That's all it takes. They're the only business alive that doesn't have an HR person. All it takes is one sad-looking person to come in and go, no more. About personal life, ladies. We're here to sell homes. You're right. You're right. But that's more fun. Thank you for the applause break on Selling Sunset. It's a great show. It's a great show. I love it. I don't know. I like that we still argue about things. That's good. I don't know. I like that we're divided, but I think sometimes, like the show Selling Sunset, if we just had one good HR person, we could figure out a lot of the issues. Maybe you need to be the HR person for America. I have some good ideas. Alright, I actually have one good idea, which you guys may hate or love, I don't know. But it seems to me like the two biggest arguments in America are guns and abortion. That's it. Some people want to have their abortions, some people want to have their guns, and we just can't agree. They're just standing there with guns, and I looked, I don't know if you guys have looked, but we have an even number of states. Did you know that? We have 50 states. It's a good old even number. Well, what if we just made 25 abortion states and 25 gun states? Well, we can all be happy. Everyone can go to the state of their choice. You're like, I really like my guns. Yeah, go over to that state. I accidentally banged the nanny. Come over to